Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. So Festival Playlist this season has this crazy requirement to drive your secret agent blower Bentley for 100 miles. Well, I don't mind driving 100 miles, but I would like to have it do more than just to be a scenic drive, which is why I actually put off-road tires on this Bentley, and I am here near the sand dunes where I'm going to drive this thing off-road for 100 miles, making skill points. Because, quite honestly, if you're going to drive anyway, and you spend $4 million to get this car, you're probably going to want to find a way to recoup your losses here, because I doubt we're going to use this much for anything else. Although, I do have to say, this car, as a classic vehicle of sorts, did pretty good at A800 against unbeatable drivatars in the road racing series. So, there's that. But bottom line is, if I'm going to drive 100 miles, I want to get enough skill points out of this car that I can then utilize those skill points to recoup wheel spins and super wheel spins enough to get my money back that I invested into this car, which is at this point 4.2 million basically. So the way I'm driving this is I'm taking it out where I can't crash into anything, and I'm going to just drive it until I can get 500,000 points, or I screw up enough that the skill point gains basically stop. Now 100 miles of this is quite a bit. You're going to be drifting and jumping for quite a while for you to hit 100 miles. So this will definitely give me some decent points. I think I was at about 17 skill points banked at the moment when I started this. So we're going to keep doing this until we hit 100 miles, and then we'll take a look at how many skill points I was able to pull out at that point. We'll then leverage those skill points to get super spins and also wheel spins, and see how much we can regain money-wise and or car-wise during that process, and just to see if we can maybe make this investment worth it. Because a lot of guys are saying, hey, for 4 million investment to join in on this festival thing and basically wasting almost an hour grinding, you're getting nothing out of this. This is a complete waste of time. Well, we got 100 bonus Forza points from the developer because they made a mistake, but regardless, let's see what we can do to get something out of this car other than just 100 miles of pointless, aimless driving. Okay? Now, I gotta be careful here not to hit something that will end the skill chain. This is part of the reason why I decided to do off-road setup, because off-road setup allows me to both drift, run the dunes, and basically get other methods to potentially keep the skill chain going without having to worry about a lot of trees, rocks. As much as people like to talk about having a lot of skills, I don't mind admitting that I have no skills, and I really don't care. I just want to have fun in the game and achieve what I want to achieve goal-wise quickly. And sometimes there's certain methods to achieve certain goals, and it doesn't always involve a lot of skill. And doing this, what I'm doing now, is one method to get points quickly for skill points without much skill or much risk, which is always the key. You don't want to lose all your bank points a lot. If anything, I don't mind if it banks early. My biggest fear at all times is that not only do I not get the points, but I waste a ton of time trying. That's the worst feeling. Part of the reason I'm actually liking this spot right here is because of that fence. As I've shown on my video for making easy skill points on the highway, without traffic of course, hitting a fence is a wreckage skill. By the way, you need that for your Nissan GTR event for this season to get the treasure chest qualification. But a wreckage links my skill chain, which is very important, because if I'm drifting poorly, a little quick wreckage thing will automatically relink the chain, and therefore I can continue this 100 miles of linkage of skill chains, allow me to get massive points. This is also how I got the silly 14 million skill point thing. Oh, skill song, even better. I'm already at 44,000. A little quick drifty puts me at 50k, and I can collect it. Okay, and collecting it is going to be easy. I just drive in a straight line and it'll bank the points, and that'll be that. Okay, so I just drive like this and it'll just bank it. Okay, no fancy driving. Still getting my mileage. Oh, yes. Okay. I thought I might have accidentally restarted the chain, but good deal here. I did not. I am safe, and now it's time to grind out another 50K. So by the time I hit 100 miles, I have a pretty good feeling I'm going to have a nice, easy 100 points in skill points. If not, if maybe less, maybe more, but pretty close to that. Oh no, that's a mistake. Pretty close to that number, I would think, at that point. That's what I was talking about. When you drive around, you do have to watch where you're going, because you can hit something as stupid as that building there and end your wonderful skill chains and waste a good chunk of the effort you put in. So I am going to definitely try to bank another. Ooh, those rocks are dangerous too. I may want to avoid that section. I'm looking at. I'm going to go back towards my safe area here, where the fence is there and no crazy buildings and other things to run into. So this little dirt road here is going to be where I'm going to do basically my 100 miles. And sure, you know, not everyone find this to be fun either, but hey, everyone has their own methodology, and there is a method to my madness. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here. We'll catch back up at 100 miles or so, or 99, 98 miles when I get there. Alright, I'll see you guys in a little bit as we continue the video. And we are now complete. I just finished it. Basically, still in the middle of driving, the bottom part popped up and said, hey, you're done. You're finished with the Bentley. Okay. So that means we're done with the festival for this one. For the Bentley, we got the points. We get the Donkervort now because I have enough points to get that. Let's go ahead and collect that. And then there's some other, there are plenty of other stuff to do to get myself to the, what's the next cutoff? 45 points to get the Toyota AT37. So I'm pretty confident I'll get that as well. Now, let's talk about what I did here. So I started off at about 17 points. So I made about 180 points in that 100 miles because I was busy, you know, doing stuff. Now, if I added some of these things in, I probably would have even more points. But the point is, bottom line is that I did make enough points now. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do 201 points. Okay. And we're going to divide it by 14. Here's why. For every 14 points, I can get a wheel spin and a super spin. So there's 14 of them I can get. So I'm going to go ahead and get myself set up for that. Then we're going to come back and see what I'm talking about. What you're going to do is you're going to buy some cars that you're going to go ahead and use the skill points on to get yourself both wheel spins and super wheel spins. So hang on tight. We'll be right back with that information. Alright, we're back. I am here looking at the 2015 Porsche Cayman, and I have purchased 14 of these guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Car Mastery. As you can see, there's both a super spin and a wheel spin, and it costs 14 skill points to acquire each of the super spin and wheel spin. Once you acquire it, you go back, you switch to your next car, and you just keep going. I mean, basically, you're going to spend all those skill points you earned with the Bentley on these Porsches. And that is the way you can get super spins and wheel spins back from that 100 miles. I mean, so the 100 miles isn't a complete loss where you're just driving around in circles without any benefit. What this will do is we're at about 5.7 million after purchasing about 800,000 worth of Porsches. They're 80,000 a piece. I've actually got about 1.2 million because I got 14 of them. So you have to get that money back, of course, and then you have to get your 4 million back. It's unlikely you're going to get that much out of the credits from 14 cars, but regardless, it'll get you back a lot, and there's always a chance you'll get a rare car you can put in the auction house where you can potentially get some decent money out of it. So that's the plan. And that's really what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get all these points spent, and then we'll come back and we'll do the wheel spins, and we'll see how much did I really recoup from my $4 million Bentley and 100 miles of grinding around for skill points. We are back. So I have converted those Porsches into wheel spins and super wheel spins. I've spent my 100 and whatever skill points I gained from the Bentley. Let's go ahead and spend them and see what kind of cars and or money we get. 175k. Remember, we're starting at 5.7 million, and if we count the 4 million plus 1 million that I spent, I would need about almost 5 million worth of cars and money coming into the garage for this to really be kind of a break-even point. Not that I'm saying you would ever truly break even, but you should be able to at least get some decent returns when you do it this way, rather than doing nothing and not earning anything cool out of the whole deal. Oh, I almost got a CC something, but hey, I did not. Oh, there it is, another. This is probably like the 5th one I have, so you can always sell this or you can gift it away, but that has a little bit of value right there. 200k. And oh, another Porsche, so I can actually use it on skill points. Okay, 90k. So these are regular wheel spins, which usually will not give you super good stuff, but it doesn't mean it's all garbage. Although for the most part I did get garbage. But okay, so that's the regular wheel spins. We got all the prizes from that. We're now up to 6.9 million, so got about 1.2 million in cash and some cars. Now this is where hopefully things will start picking up a lot, because we're going to get super wheel spins, which is 3 at a time. Oh, that's pretty terrible. Let's see. Oh, here we go. That's an orange classic trainer. So my luck tonight isn't the greatest, I'll be honest. I'm getting some real garbage from my spins. Okay. Again, getting a lot of clothing, which is always useless. Oh! MBSSK, legendary. Nice. I don't believe I have that yet. Okay, more triple greens, which are always bad. More running shoes, but I did get 250k on that one. Green, green, blue, mostly useless. Okay, so I'm trying to see if... Wow, these spins are just terrible. I mean, if I had some better spins, I think I would be making a lot more cash. But unfortunately, tonight's not my night with this. Oh, there's 500k right there. But I really was expecting something a little better than what I'm getting here. I'll be honest with you. Because mostly what I'm getting is pretty bad. Although I did get some new cars. And we're now up to 9 million. So, yeah, I mean, it started at about 5.7 and 9.2. Collected two new cars, which are one's a legendary, one's an epic, so there's some value right there. Collected one more Mercedes-Benz Forza Edition car, which unfortunately doesn't really sell that well in the auction house, so that's not really worth anything. But if you look at the car values you gained, even if I were to just sell those Jeep Gladiators or whatever else I gained, there'll still be some money coming in here that it might be worthwhile. So overall, I think it's a win if you do it this way over just running up and down the highway and not getting many skill points, and therefore not being able to recoup as much. And again, I have pretty bad spins overall for tonight, but you know, if it was a luckier night, I could have had a pretty decent night with both money being higher as well as maybe pulling a few more Forza Edition or legendary type cars. But you know, so far no complaints, and even if you just sell one of these, I think some of them may be worth a little something. I'm not sure how much, but that's just something to do to make it a little bit less painful to do this 100 miles and do nothing. So I hope that you liked the video, and this is an interesting way to do things for you. If you like my video, leave a like. If you have any comments, feel free to make them. And if you like this kind of videos, feel free to subscribe, and you'll get notifications when I put up new videos. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I'll catch you next time.